Welcome to your 6th and 7th grade introduction to registration. I'm Miss Dodds, your school counselor, and I'll be walking you through the registration process. As a reminder, part of my job is academic case management, which aligns with scheduling concerns. Another part of my profession is to help students with college and career readiness. Although post-secondary choices seem like a lifetime away, the choices you make now and the habits you learn within your school career will help set you up for success down the road. Registration is a piece to the puzzle and matters in the grand scheme of your schooling. I can't wait to see what path you choose. Ready for more? Grab a fidget in your note sheet, find your listening ears, and let's get started. Check out the top left of each slide to see which slide we're on as you follow along. As first semester and second quarter come to an end, it's important for me to address the following. Second semester and third quarter begin on January 30th. Let me briefly mention that second semester is a fresh start for your grades. You'll start over on the first day of second semester. Number 2, I'd like to take a moment to address scheduling concerns. When the master schedule was created in the summer, there were some hiccups with the second semester. Quite a few students' schedules will be changed during semester 2. Not all of you will have schedule changes. In fact, most of you will not. You need to work with a grown-up at home to view your second semester schedule in PowerSchool, not Schoology. PowerSchool will release your second semester schedules on January 23rd. Please hear me in that I will not be changing schedules for second semester unless there is a PowerSchool system error. Whatever is in PowerSchool is the schedule you need to follow. Also remember that your third quarter wheel class will start during second semester. Red team will start with health and black team will start with automation and robotics. Today, January 24th, I'll be giving you a quick overview of registration. On the 26th, families will receive a registration email and this video as instructions for 7th grade registration. On January 31st and February 1st, I will be in science classrooms helping every one of you register for your 7th grade music choice. The deadline for all registration concerns is Friday, February 3rd. I can't wait to see you later on this month. 7th grade registration. We'll get into all of this more in depth, but as a general overview, just like in 6th grade, the majority of your classes are chosen for you and considered required. The class enrollment and placement is based on student data for English, math, science. On the 31st and 1st, when Miss Dodds comes to your class to help you register, you'll decide on which of your music elective options you'll choose next year. Similar to this year, you can choose between general music, band, orchestra, and choir. Let's jump into your required classes in 7th grade. Every 7th grade student in Stillwater takes the following classes. You'll be in advisory and pony time again next year. You'll be in math next year, either pre-algebra, which is the majority of all 7th graders, or algebra. Science classes are life science or leap science. The majority of 7th graders will be placed in life science. For English, the majority will be in English 7. Some will be placed in Honors English 7. Every 7th grade student will take U.S. Studies, and every 7th grade student will repeat their wheel classes from this year, but you'll just have the second version. Instead of automation and robotics, as 6th graders, 7th graders will take design and model. You'll also have Phy-Ed every other day with music. Let's talk placement criteria. In 7th grade, there are a few options for students. The accelerated classes at Oakland are Algebra, Leap Science, and Honors English 7. Accelerated classes are offered because middle school builds a strong foundation for future academic opportunities. These classes serve as a way for students to stretch and challenge themselves. Objective data is used to place students in math, science, and English courses that are appropriate for them. Criteria for honors level courses is determined by the district, and students must take a placement test to qualify for accelerated courses. For math placement, the test data and a spring algebra readiness test will determine your placement. For English, test data and a writing sample will determine your placement. If a student is placed into Honors English and Algebra, they will also be placed in LEAP Science. All families will be notified of the placement in the spring. Please note that if you're not selected for an honors course in 7th grade, all teachers still use differentiation in their classrooms to challenge and support every student. Additionally, later on in high school, there's an abundance of advanced placement and honors courses that do not require placement, but once students are in high school, they can select for themselves. The choices become greater starting as soon as 8th grade. The one choice you need to make for 7th grade is your music choice. Similar to this year, you'll alternate between Phy Ed and music on A and B days. Remember that your music choice is final. It's considered a year-long class, so let's talk about these options. General music is not a performance-based class. It is a course in which you learn about music. Quizzes and tests are common, whereas concerts are not. Band and orchestra are performance-based classes working towards a concert. You also need to practice a lot at home. For choir, a specific note about how it differs in 7th grade. 7th grade choir is a gender-based choir due to changing voice. Boys should register for Cambiata choir. Cambiata means changing. Girls should register for treble choir. The treble clef is for higher notes, therefore treble choir is for higher voices. 7th grade choir members get to participate in a festival during the school year with other middle school and high school and a hired clinician. They also are eligible to audition for chamber choir, which is an audition group of 7th and 8th graders that meets on Mondays at 6:45 a.m. In 7th grade choir, the expectation is that you're willing to sing and do your best. True effort is really all that's required. 7th grade choir participates in 2 concerts and a festival during the school year. It's a fun class where many students develop many important friendships, similar to band, orchestra, and general music. As I come to a close, I want to remind you of the next steps in the registration process. First, Power School schedules go live on the 23rd for second semester. Next, registration instructions, including this video, will go out to families on the 26th. Please have a thoughtful conversation with your grown-ups at home about which music choice you'd like for 7th grade. It is a final choice. On January 31st and February 1st, Ms. Dodds will visit your class to help you register for your music choice in a Google form. Every student at Oakland needs to be registered by the end of the day on Friday, February 3rd. On an unrelated note, all 7th grade students are required by law to have their immunizations updated or a legal exemption by this time they start in the fall. It's strongly recommended that sports qualifying physical exams are also completed during this time, unless you submitted one in 6th grade. Physical exams make you eligible for sports and are good for 3 years. All required health forms are available on our district website, and an email was also recently sent to families through our health office. Although this whole thing may sound complicated, it's very simple. You have one choice to make for next year, your elective music choice. If you or your parents have questions, I'm happy to help you. My contact information is here, as well as our counseling secretary, Ms. Hernandez. Ponytime teachers and your parents can help with this process too. Let us know what you need. Please note that all registration decisions are final. Thanks for listening and note-taking. Happy registration, and I look forward to seeing you in class next week.